Strange one, actually. I had chances. Disappointed with the goals he gave up.
Yeah, of course. I don't want to over-egg it because they're a good side. They're on a great run. They've got some very clinical players, as we saw tonight, and we have seen in recent weeks. So I don't over-egg it as if like we threw it away, because they've worked hard in the chances we did give them, and they've been clinical. On the other side of that, I think first off, there wasn't that much in it. We'd create a chance ourselves, a couple of golden chances actually. I think that's an improvement we have made. I think now when we play these big sides, we are creating better quality chances for ourselves. But you can't give away the mistakes we gave away tonight. You simply can't. And the second goal's a killer. Just before half time, we're right in it. We've delivered at least a decent first half. I thought, still a top side, and I thought we contained and kept a good shape ourselves. Still asked questions, and you can't give away chances like that to them. But they have punished us. A bit lucky with the second one. It hits Ben and deflects into the goal. We got off second half and we started well, and then they score a third, and then the third's a poor one again. Poor clearance, they whip a cross in, score a goal. Fourth goes in, and then you're wondering what kind of night it's going to be. Big key moment, I think, of a mentality really was the penalty. I can't abide it, as everyone knows. I don't know why it's in the game. I said at the beginning of the season we got told by the Premier League the worst you can get is a yellow card, so everyone has a chance to cheat once a game, knowing they're not going to get sent off. Not about the player tonight, by the way, the greater good of the game, because it's shambolic how people just dive all over the place. And I keep hearing this word respect. Do you know I get shot down for saying all this? And I just sit there amazed. Respecting grassroots football and all that. Respect the game. That's what people should be doing. Anyway, that aside, mentality-wise, fair play to us, because it's done at 4. They've still had a couple of maybes, and we've gone back. We've at least slugged it out. We've kind of had, just for that little moment, you thought, could we nick a third and make it scary? Brilliant goal from J-Rod. Good from Dwighty. Another positive for us. I keep hearing all these stories about these other young men rolling around the Premier League. I'm telling you, he don't get a mention very often, but he is right up there for me. So an odd night, very peculiar 4-2, but we continue to learn, and we know. We certainly learned last week. We gave away a poor goal just for half time. We did it again this week, and you can't do that against sides of this standard, because these are a very good side. Well, they've got to do something more. Got to please, by the way, if you're going to report on this, don't make it about that, because just to be clear, Chelsea were too strong for us tonight. They hit us on the clinical moments and did what they should do as a top side, and a top side in form as well. So I don't want to. This is not to try and divert off it. It's just something I feel passionately about it. Just because all we get told is respect the referees, respect the linesmen, respect the game, respect your behaviour. You've got to behave properly. We'll get the players to behave properly. Just get them to play the game. And yeah, weirdly, I get shot down about it. I just can't work it out. I just do not understand it.
Is there any more disappointment given it to young Englishman who's 18 who's coming into the game?
Worse. They're the future of the game. Not just young Englishmen. Young players are the future of the game. We all marvel at young players. If they're diving now, you've got massive trouble in about 5 or 10 years' time, because they're going to be a farce. We didn't used to accept it, but we do. Now, I just can't work it out. I really can't. I seem to be the only one who's bothered about it, but c'est la vie. But I remind you, it's more about the respect to Chelsea. Too strong on the clinical moments tonight. Hurt us when they had to hurt us, and they were clinical. And they are a very good side who are in very good form. And now I think their expectation will change. I don't think it's all these young men now. I think after results like that, some people go, no, you're up there for a reason. Go on then, take on the league, the challenge of the league. We all know about Man City and Liverpool, but they're earning their spurs. So maybe the perception of their story changes now.
I guess if Barnsley puts that one in as well, just sort of flashes across.
Yeah. I mean, there ifs, buts and maybes. That is often the difference. The top end of the market, they're often more clinical. And that continues to be something we work on. But I was pleased with the amount and the quality of chances. It's hard to make. I don't know what the count is, but maybe 13 or 14, shots or whatever, or efforts at goal we've had tonight. But it's the quality within that. I think that's the key that we continue to improve on. But on the other hand, you can't give away the chances we gave away to them tonight. But credit to them because they punished us.
At one stage, it looked like being the same scoreline from last season, but this is a different this time last year.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't think it had a 4-0 on it. It was about 3 out of 4 mistakes, and they've punished them. That's hard to take, because you're thinking, I don't think it's that type of game. 4-2 at least bears a bit more reflection of it. But the key moments in football are so important. The key when you make a chance, you've got to take it at this level. Well, not everyone, but your ratio has got to be high, and they certainly did tonight. They certainly did. Oh, I mean, he's maturing week by week. He's still got things to learn, of course, but he's a young man, and his ability, his will to show his ability, and his bravery. His bravery with the ball, to have the ball under circumstances that some players maybe wouldn't. And I think that's a thing to be very pleased about. And I don't see him falling on the ground very often, so I'm pleased about that too.
Have you been as enthused and excited about a young talent?
I think I like all young talents. I think we all do. I think it's nice. It's just refreshing to see these young players, going through the Premier League and doing well. And they've got a few themselves, a bit more long in their tooth somewhat than Dwight. I think we all want to see. I think so. We all want to see young players, whoever it may be. But we've certainly got a talented one, and he's delivering. That's for sure.
Similar to Liverpool, really, in the sort of individual level. Down against it.
Yeah, it was. It was exactly similar in the sense of top team punished us, and these were. Well, the stats suggest they do. We can't go beyond. The fact that at the end of the day, I think they were mentioning about some of their injuries. I looked at some of their players, a couple that came in like 40, 50 million's worth, and you think, well, ain't bad, you know what I mean? Yeah. So I was like, I think they've still got a strong outfit there. But no, I mean, we've never really bothered about, prices and all that, but it is fair to say some of these teams are very, very strong, and even their benches are very, very strong. Yeah, he stuck at it tonight. Didn't really get too many breaks, and Barnes had a couple of three really good chances, and Gerrard scored a wonder goal. But he'll do him good as well with his belief. I thought Robbie Brady was excellent. He was unlucky not to start tonight. I've just commended him because I thought he affected the game, came on really bright. We want that from our subs. We know it's a team that have to do well in our case. It's a squad that has to do well. So there is some positives, but inevitably you just can't make them mistakes, because they will. And they did, credit to them, because they did punish virtually every mistake that we made. Yeah, well, we'll have to wait and see. He didn't make today. We'll see if he's got a chance for next week. But yeah, we missed him because he's in good form, obviously.
Thanks, folks.
Thank you. Cheers.